Christina Alvarado.
Good evening. Thank you. My name is Christina Alvarado. I have lived in this community for nearly 30 years, and I sat on that school board for 10 of those years. During my time on the school board, I was an unwavering supporter of Gabrielino High School. So when I learned Tuesday morning that the board had voted to oust existing principal Sharon Heinrich, I was baffled. The first thing that went through my mind was that something horrible must have happened. Certainly, there must have been an unacceptable transgression. But then I learned that the board had voted 3-2 to terminate Ms. Heinrich's contract as principal of Gabrielino. And when I looked for the unacceptable transgression by Ms. Heinrich, I found none. Today's Star News reported that Board President Menchaca's explanation for firing Ms. Heinrich included lack of leadership skills. Well, I stand here and scratch my head at the board's definition of leadership. Gabrielino's API scores. They went from 817 in 0809 to 825 to 845 in 1011. Certainly an upward increase in student test scores is something not only to be proud of, but certainly demonstrates the leadership abilities on behalf of the school's top administrator. Website greatschools.org, they state that Gabrielino is among the few public high schools in California to receive a distinguished Great Schools rating of 9 out of 10. Again, hardly a lack of leadership there. I could go on about the wonderful accomplishments of this school under the current principal's leadership, but I don't want to take your time. I close my statement by urging the newly elected board to reevaluate this issue, and that I hope that on January 9th you will reinstate Sharon Heinrich as the principal of Gabrielino High School. This past Monday evening, the outgoing board made a hasty decision in the darkness of a hurried meeting in order to get a 3-2 vote. This type of politics does not play well in our community. This type of politics will not be tolerated in our community. To represent the community, not their personal interests. Back on track and allow a good, solid administrator to do her job. This includes the principal of our excellent high school, Sharon Heinrich.
Domingo Torres Rangel.
My name is Domingo Torres Rangel. I'm a math teacher at Gabrielino High School. I've lived in the community for 33 years. I've actually been involved in San Gabriel Unified School District for 30 years because our kids started in kindergarten and went all the way through Gabrielino, so they're 13-year lifers in school, and they did 13 years time. You know, I'm going to share with you the first impression I had when we quit our jobs in LA. Evelyn Torres Rangel, my wife, teaches computer science at Gabrielino. We quit our jobs, we came here, and the first meeting that was a board meeting we came to, we were just kind of checking things out. What did we do, you know? And the superintendent, Dr. Goodson, at the end of the meeting, Evelyn had left because she had to do something, and I was going to walk home, and the superintendent says, I said, I'm going to walk home, and the superintendent says, no, you're not, I'm going to give you a ride. And that floored me, because I came from LA Unified, where the superintendent had a private chauffeur that was paid $90,000 a year, which is about 3 teacher salaries. And, you know, to come to a school district where the superintendent gave me a ride home on my first day at work, that was very, I And I love that about this school, and that's why we got involved when Gabrielino started, and we gave it everything that we have, and we love this place, and today I feel like I got that love back. So I want to congratulate you, Andrew Amon, and you, John Eccleston, and Denise, I want to thank you for reconsidering the decision that was made Monday, because you really made my day today. Thank you.
Amy Shima. Sorry if I might complete. Folks, we're about to close submissions for public comment, so if you could get those in the next 2 minutes before the speaker, 3 minutes, excuse me, before this next speaker finishes. Otherwise, we're going to close submissions for public comment. Thank you.
Members of the San Gabriel Unified Governing Board, my name is Amy Shima, and I am a class of 1998 Gabrielino alumni, a San Gabriel resident of 31 years, and am currently working on my 7th year as a special education teacher at Gabrielino High School. During the years that I attended school within the district, my family was incredibly active in the community, so much that my mom was a recipient of the Golden Apple Award. Prior to San Gabriel becoming a unified school district, they were vocal and active in the unification process. I, too, helped my parents and many others walk the streets of San Gabriel to promote unification and encourage residents to pass the bond measure so that Gabrielino could be built. It was a long struggle and many hours of hard work, but our vision of Gabrielino eventually became a reality. After attending Gabrielino, graduating, going to school to become a teacher, and teaching 2 years in another district, I returned to the Eagle's Nest. I loved where I was working, but I wanted to be an Eagle again. I've never spoken at a board meeting, but today, since I didn't get my request in soon enough on Monday, I feel like I have to be the difference, which happens to be Gabrielino's 2011 to 2012 motto. I'm up here speaking because I have a history at Gabrielino and a strong sense of pride, tradition, and honor. I'm also up here because I know that Mrs. Sharon Heinrich, who has been an Eagle since 1994, has the same history and the same pride, tradition, and honor as I do. She knows how much hard work and effort it took to get Gabrielino built and up and running. She knows that Gabrielino is not just an ordinary high school, but a place that is special and unique in all aspects of its name. She knows because she lived it and continues to live it on a daily basis. As a Gabrielino alumni, resident of San Gabriel, and teacher in the district, I'm asking that you please listen to the students, parents, and staff members that were here on Monday and are here today to support Mrs. Heinrich and the people that care about Gabrielino High School. I hope you guys hear me loud and clear. I'm not happy with the previous board's decision to end Sharon Heinrich's contract at the end of this current school year. I do not want to lose a leader that bleeds navy and silver. Gabrielino needs our help and support. We need Mrs. Heinrich back next year.
Raymond Lamb.
In the annex room. He's nervous.
My name is Raymond Lamb. I'm a student at Gabrielino High School. First of all, thank you for letting me address you. Second of all, thank you for reconsidering the employment of our principal. I'm representing the students of Gabrielino, and we just want to tell you that under the leadership of Ms. Heinrich, the WASP Improvement Committee had nothing but positive comments about our school, about our students, and about our faculty. Under the leadership of Ms. Heinrich, our API score has not gone down. Instead, it has continued to rise. Under the leadership of Ms. Heinrich, the unity and the school spirit that we have at Gabrielino is stronger than ever. I can honestly say that we are a family far more stronger and far more united than we were my freshman year. And under the leadership of Sharon Heinrich Mrs. Heinrich, excuse me, a commitment not only to our extracurriculars, but to our academics. There is a new attitude within the students of Gabrielino. There's a new focus within the students. And above all, under Mrs. Heinrich, we have all learned a lesson in integrity and dignity, in pride, tradition, and honor, and we have reestablished a never-ending commitment to constant improvement or excellence. We have to realize that if we look at all these people here, the diversity of people that we have here, the students, the parents, the faculty, the teachers, everyone, we're all behind Mrs. Heinrich. Gabrielino is behind Mrs. Heinrich. The community is behind Mrs. Heinrich. And I believe it's time that the school board stands behind Mrs. Heinrich.
Lori Hussein.
Congratulations to the new officers. My name is Lori Hussein. I'm in the competition for who's been a resident for the longest. I've been for 50 years. And my children are fourth generation Unified School District. Well, it wasn't Unified before, but San Gabriel School District children. We were Washington Warriors, but we grew up at Coolidge. My kids grew up at Coolidge. Anyway, I have a senior at Gabrielino. I have an 8th grader at Jefferson. Thank you. I'm tired. I'm currently serving as SEF president. I was the PTA president at the time that we hired Sharon Heinrich as our principal. And I'm speaking tonight as a parent, not in any other capacity. When we hired Sharon, we knew that she had not had a principalship before. She had been an assistant principal, I believe, for 1 year. She had been a chair of the department. She had been a fabulous teacher. She worked with the College Board. But Sharon came to us with such great core competencies. We were willing to hire her, knowing that she didn't have some of the skills that normally a principal would have when they start out a principalship. But we decided we were willing to take that risk, and we were willing to hire her, and we would invest in Sharon Heinrich. And we would invest in her development, and we would create that great principal. Not knowing, she is a great principal, but we would continue to help develop. We all need development. I'm a 20-year professional. I get development on a constant basis. We always need development. Where we failed as a district was in supporting her and giving her the development that she needed. This is the superintendent's responsibility. It is the board's responsibility. And I feel that you need to be supporting her. This is a big responsibility. We knew she had areas of development in the area of leadership, and she's demonstrated great leadership. Again, we all can grow. You need to support her. The new superintendent needs to support her in this area. And that may mean giving resources to her in the sense of leadership and development and such. But the one thing I really want to point out, the young gentleman that just spoke mentioned, is that she just completed, I think it was like an 18-month process of WASC. It's a long process. WASC is the accrediting agency, for a lot of you who don't know what it is, that decides, how your school is doing. It's your report card. They gave her an A+. You can't do better than what she got out of this WASC agreement. It is a tough process to go through. And to come out of it with the flying colors that she came out of it with speaks more than anything else to the fact that she's a great principal and will continue to be a great principal as you would consider this. And I do want to congratulate Denise for really taking the time to be reflective and to reconsider the situation on the 9th. And it is hard sometimes to look at decisions that we make and to be that reflective, and I'm proud of you for making that decision. Thanks.